Well, wonderful to be back on Champ Speak with another of Indian Oil's champion sportspersons. Champ Speak is all about featuring the outstanding achievements of Indian Oil's elite international sportspersons. We've had some who have established and done wonders, in badminton, the likes of Pulela Gopichand, we've had P. Kashyap, we've had double specialist Sikki Reddy, and today we have a budding double star who I am sure in the months and years to come we will hear a lot about. Not that you have not already heard about him. I am speaking of youngster Arjun M R, who is doing well not only in men's doubles but in mixed doubles as well. Arjun, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Well, Arjun, let's go at the very beginning. You come from the land of badminton double specialists. Rupesh, Sanev, Arun Vishnu, even Aparna Balan, the list is endless.
Yeah.
So, what attracted you to badminton?
So starting from the beginning, I would say all of the credit goes to my father. My father is a FSCT employee, so there was a club near FSCT which still is. It's called a Udyog Mandal Club. So my dad used to go there just for recreation, so I used to accompany him. And there was an elite academy there where I did not get admission in the start because they were all elite players over there. So it started with a district tournament where I enrolled just like that without any personal coaching or into an academy. So the district tournament I won, and then that is when my dad and other players got to know about me, and that is when I enrolled into an academy, and the passion started from there. I did not know about all these players in the beginning, but after getting into the academy and then coming to see them personally, that was a huge experience, I would say. And from then on, I knew I had to be there, make our country proud, and win medals, just like how at least our players, just like Sanev, Rupesh, Arun Vishnu, everybody used to be there and we used to watch them, and that is when the dream started growing. So yeah.
How old were you then?
I was when I enrolled into the academy in Rajiv Gandhi Sports Center. That is where I got to know about these huge, big names, and that I was around 12 then. So that is when Sanev, Rupesh used to keep winning national titles, used to shine in international levels, and after that Arun Vishnu defeated them, broke their consecutive title record, and all that used to be a big dream for me, to achieve titles and medals just like these people used to do.
Now, Arjun, when any badminton player starts out, they may not focus on maybe singles or doubles. Initially, players play both.
Yeah, both. Even.
But there would have been a point when you, maybe inspired by these, big names that you spoke of, that you decided on doubles.
For sure. We as Keralites, everybody has everybody leans towards doubles from the start. But then for me, as in when I was 12 or 13, we are not that mature to take an individual decision on whether to focus on singles or doubles. I used to play both the events, but I feel it was around when I was 16 or 16, I would say. My then coach, it was Mohan Chandran sir. He asked me to focus only in one event, and that was doubles. And I used to partner Chirag Shetty. We both used to play in the junior events. So yeah, I think it was 15 when I completely shifted to doubles.
Yeah, I remember you and Chirag used to play a lot on the junior circuit, All India tournaments.
Yes.
So
we won 3 consecutive under-19 junior titles in national championships. So that was, that was a proud moment for me, for both of us as well, because we used to not come to the academy, the Gopichand academy. We used to practice separately, and just 10 days before the tournaments, we used to I used to travel to Mumbai, or he used to come to Cochin to practice together. And then from there, winning 3 titles consecutively was a proud moment for us.
And also, there was a time when, you would have decided to, make badminton your full-time career as a profession, and that is when you would have shifted to the Gopichand Academy. Chirag also, I think, a little later shifted over here.
We shifted to the academy when a Malaysian foreign coach had come here, Tan. So basically, when he came here, we had played, me and Chirag played junior world championships, and in that, in team events, India defeated Malaysia. So in that, me and Chirag defeated the now bronze medalists Aaron Chia and Shovi Yokso. The Malaysian coach, when he came here, he's like, who are those pair? Who are those 2 people who defeated? So Gopi sir is like, they're not here right now. So that is when Tan coach gave us a call, and Gopi sir asked her to come to the academy. So we took that positively, and we knew we had to be here, to practice together to achieve something in the future. So the individual sessions wouldn't help to, reach heights in the future. So that is when we took a call and we came to the academy. That was in 2015.
Also, you come from a state of Kerala, which is well known for its literacy, for academics.
I have a lot to talk about that because my mom is a teacher. So it was very difficult for me to choose badminton or sport as a profession as such. So when I was in 10th, there was a decision to take whether to take science, do engineering, or MBBS, something like that, or to change to sports. So when I was in 10th, I was the then state champion in under 15 or 17, I think. So I personally wanted to choose sports, but then my mom always had a leaning factor towards academic studies and all because she was a teacher. So the option I had was you have to choose science in 11th and 12th, and then if you're doing well after your 12th as well in sports, we'll let you change. So I took that positively. I had to take science 11th and 12th. I would say I got almost, I think I got 89% in 12th and science. And even then I was like, my mom was like, do you still think you have to continue with sports? But then my dad was a little more lenient. I continued playing with Chirag, then went on to become the national champion. So he's like, we'll leave it to our son. So that is when I thought I'll have to choose badminton as a profession, and that is when I shifted to the.
So dad came to your rescue.
Yeah, dad had to come to my rescue.
Well, that's because so much of parental pressure is there. But Arjun, actually now things are changing. More and more parents seeing how well our sportsmen are doing.
I think a lot of credit has to go to Sindhu as well for the lenient this thing of the parents, because after Sindhu won the medal, I think there's been a lot of enrollment into the academy as such from the youngster category, from the under 10 category to whatever level. Everybody has been trying to come into badminton as a sport, as a profession, I would say.
Yeah, so many of the children, young hopefuls have to be turned away because even the Gopichand Academy, if you see the number of players who are there, children who are practicing under various age groups, amazing. That's what you said, like the likes of Saina and Sindhu, what they have done for the game.
Even from Gopi sir, the academy, you see the academy from morning 5 o'clock, it's crowded. It's completely crowded with children who are enthusiastic to start practicing from day in day out. So it's all credit goes to Gopi sir with coming up of his academy, and then another one is coming right now. I think it's going to attract so many youngsters into this.
That is very good. Indian badminton is looking up really well, because often it is said that we are a one sport nation. Yeah. Everybody only talks about cricket, but with badminton doing so well over the years, Olympics, the World Championships, All England, so many tournaments our players have done well. So it's really looking up. Now you spoke about doubles, Arjun, and now we are having we specialize coaches, foreign coaches for doubles. I'm sure that would have helped a lot. You spoke about Tan, when you and Chirag.
I think the whole system, I'm not saying there was not there was not a system, but then the system here was to keep training, and then eventually we go for a tournament. That was system here. The whole system changed when Tan coach came in. According to him, it was like you train, but then you have to start playing tournaments to where your level is and to compete with others. So when he came in, he asked us to play a lot of tournaments, be it spending from our own pocket. So that is when everything started turning up. Chirag Satvik teamed up, so I teamed up with Shlok. I had to team up with some others before committing with Shlok, but then Chirag Satvik was a huge turn up, I would say. They started playing more tournaments. Both of us, Chirag Satvik and me, Shlok, were the youngster pair during that time. So we started playing a lot of tournaments. We used to not train for like 1-2 months. We used to train for like 2-3 weeks and then again go for a tournament. I think playing these tournaments gave us those exposure, and then to gain that experience to win matches and to hence increase our world ranking, and increasing the world ranking would in return give us rewards from the association and the private sponsors, which would again help us play more tournaments. So I think playing more tournaments and winning has given that confidence, to be in the top 10. Just like you can see Chirag Sathi, how they've been performing. So I think it was Tan's that spark which helped us, build the system into the country.
And also the fact that if you win more tournaments, you will get better. Your seeding will also be better when you play tournaments. You may not face, the fancied pairs early on. Maybe it's only in the, the later stages.
I think especially with Chirag Sathi, you even saw in Olympics, they bet the Olympic gold medalist. So
very unfortunate.
Yeah, all of us are watching in the TV room. As in it was fully packed, and we thought winning the first match was a sure shot qualification for them. But then unfortunately, they went on to, as in the Indonesian pair went on to lose against the Chinese Taipei pair. But then yeah,
No,
we all were very proud, watching Liang, them defeating the gold medal. They eventually went on to win the gold medal. So that was a huge moment for all of us, because we practiced together, we are always together, and then someone among from us going to play in such a huge event in this way. So that's all a proud moment for me.
Yeah, pre-quarterfinals, quarterfinals in the Olympics.
Yeah.
That too in doubles, men's doubles, where we are traditionally not been so strong. It's
I think we are up there, just like how singles used to be. The next big thing is going to be doubles.
Yes. And as you're saying, Arjun, we were looking forward to. We were doing studio commentary of the Olympics. We were looking forward to Chirag and Satvik play. Unfortunately, we got the news that because of the number of games, they just lost out.
Yes.
That's how destiny is. But I'm sure players. I was speaking to Sikki also. Failures, disappointments, you all take in your stride. And you learn a lot from such,
I think especially during this period where the COVID situation, we do not know what the next tournament is. And I feel for Sikki, especially Sikki, Srikanth, Saina, all of them were on the verge of qualifying. And to not knowing what tournament is there, tournaments getting cancelled, all that would have been very difficult. But then as we all know that, but then we are all prepared for that as well, and we'll all obviously have to look forward rather to be disappointed and wait out. So we are all looking forward for the upcoming tournaments. I think that is all.
Now, in fact, I was going to ask you, Arjun, during this period, the first wave, the second wave of the pandemic, were you here or you had gone back home, or how did you cope with the situation?
We got to know, as soon as we got to know about the cases, all of them from the academy were asked to leave. So we went to our home, and we were there home for almost, I think, 6-7 months. So there was a Thomas Cup tournament which was being planned during October, I feel. So we had the call up for the team. So that is when me and Dhruv came to the academy. But then eventually the Thomas Cup also got cancelled. So we again went back home, and I think we were home for almost a year. So, and even in Kerala also, during that time the cases were reducing. But eventually for the first starting 6 months we had to be home, train home. We could not even go out, so nobody could. So that was difficult, and knowing that there are no tournaments, the motivation also was less. But then we had to cope up and keep training and keep our fitness levels.
So now you're paired up with Dhruv Kapila.
Yeah, it's been almost 1.5, almost 2 years now. We are currently 47 in the world in doubles.
Oh, that's very nice. And you're also looking at mixed doubles?
Yeah, I used to play mixed doubles, but my partner got, we were 42 in the world. My partner got injured. She had an ACL injury. She's been recovered thanks to the COVID situation. We did not have any tournaments, clashed, and we did not have the world ranking being dipped. But then currently we are 53, which is also a dip, but then not a huge drastic dip, which could have happened if there were more tournaments. So we're looking forward to continuing mixed as well.
So it's with Manisha?
Yeah, with K Manisha, yeah.
And it would also help, Arjun, that all of you train at the academy. So, that would be a big help.
Yeah, all of us, including, all the ones who went to the Olympics, everybody, you might be thinking that the players who went to the Olympics are huge names. But for us, it's like we share a bed together, we sleep, we are roommates. And then so that's like we're all very close to each other. Be it Chirag, Satvik, be it Sai, everybody. We all have been teammates for Thomas Cup. We are all been teammates for all the tournaments we go abroad. So we feel proud, to watch someone we are very close to playing at this huge level, and that's an inspiration for us as well to reach more heights.
And it would be an inspiration for the young children here also, not only them, even to look up to players like you.
A lot, because even if, as in considering us, we are only so much inspired. So when you talk about the youngsters, so they are all, very happy. Even all of them from their houses used to come here to watch the matches. So, to be in the atmosphere and to feel the excitement, it is good, yeah.
Now, Arjun, talking about badminton also has a very, established league now, the PBL. So how has that been? How has playing the tournament been?
For me, PBL has been a great experience, because I got selected to the first team 3 years back. So 3 years back, it was a great experience for me. It was just the year where I was increasing my world ranking, and to see all these foreign players, all very bonding and very close to us, to see how they prepare for the matches. It was all very interesting as well. But then a great experience for me.
And now things are slowly getting back to normal. You know, the European circuit could happen, the World Championships coming up. Have you all resumed training, full-fledged training?
Yeah, we've resumed training. The training has been going on since past 6 months, I would say. And I suffered an injury in my hamstring almost 2 months back. So I had a 1 month break, and then I've been here in the academy since 1.5 months now. So we're looking forward to the next tournaments. The tournament coming up next would be the Thomas Cups, for which we have a selection trials in the next week. So Chirag Satvik is the confirmed pair. The other two pairs will be decided from the selection trials. So we're looking for the trials first, and then hopefully if we're selected, the Thomas Cup, and then the 2 European tournaments, Denmark and French Open. So.
And especially the European circuit may happen because, you know, maybe things are much under control, and maybe relaxations as well as COVID protocols.
The tournaments in Europe has been happening as well. Even the smaller tournaments has been happening. So we're looking forward to that, and we hope that it happens so that, you know, we can get into that competition mode again.
Also, when this broke out, the pandemic broke out, one heard about how Saina and Kashyap had a tough time in Spain. You know, getting back. Did you experience any such?
No. When the situation, when we started hearing about the situation, there was All England tournament which was there. Obviously, me and Dhruv did not get entry into it, but Chirag Satvik had to take a call. As in, Chirag badly wanted to play the All England, I feel, but then Satvik was little confused on to whether go or not, because we do not know what is happening around the world, and that is when they took a call on not to play. And I think I did not face personally, but I could see all my friends. You know, as you said, Saina and Kashyap was there. But then all of the players it was difficult for them to whether to plan to go or not to go with a huge tournament like All England coming up, to drop it or not. It was difficult, but then we had to take a call on it with the world facing it.
Now, Arjun, you know, we at Indian Oil are very proud to have, you know, youngsters like Chirag, yourself, who've done so well in doubles. We had Arun Vishnu, of course, Aparna Balan, but we have also had Gopi has been the icon. There's been Kashyap. So how has your association been? When did you join Indian Oil?
I would say I am very lucky to be part of this organization. We had our interview in 2019. That is when Manjusha ma'am had called us telling about the interview, and that 2 people will be selected and you have to attend. So during then I did not know as in whether to, because Chirag Satvik were the ones who were performing well during that time, and I was in I was confused as in why to attend the interview, whether I would get in or not. And during that time, even now for a player to get into such an organization, such a corporation like Indian Oil, it's a very huge moment. You know, we've been backed up with everything. There's no tension to play for the country, win tournaments. So that time I was a little confused, as in, so I called up Gopi sir asking ki sir, Manjusha ma'am has asked us to come, so should I go or not, because Chirag Satvik are, you know, they're very well out there to get selected. So it's like, it's always an experience to attend, so you can go attend, and then you'll know what it. So the day of the interview I went, and then I get to know Satvik is not coming because of his personal reasons. And I was very lucky, very fortunate as well to, you know, get selected as in the second sport. And I'm very happy and very proud to be a part of the corporation, because I did not have to think back after that. It has been always support throughout my career. It's been the 3rd year, it's 2.5 years now, 3rd year. So yeah.
And also an opportunity to play with your old doubles partner in PSPB tournaments, petroleum tournament.
We won both the PSPB that we've played, and unbeaten till now in PSPB tournaments.
Well, Arjun, you're such an inspiration to young players. You know, we would like to continue this conversation, but as time and tide wait for no one, we may have to continue it some other time. But a parting message from you to youngsters, budding badminton players.
The one sentence that I would like to convey is that whatever as a youngster you choose, you have to enjoy whatever you do. As in entering into a sport, you should not have big dreams, as in you have to dream big, but then you should not have hopes as in you have to win big. This. I think the first thing would be to enjoy the sport or enjoy the activity that you're doing, and then it is later on into the sport that you develop the dreams and the titles that you hope of winning. So my one sentence would be to have fun and enjoy whatever you're doing.
Oh, what it's such a simple but such an inspiring thought, you know. Not only sports, I think any activity in life, if you enjoy, then success will follow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Arjun, it's a pleasure speaking to you, you know, knowing the mind of a young champion.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you for
thank
your
you
time.
to the corporation as well, sir, for having
Our
us here.
pleasure, our pleasure. That's M R Arjun for you, young double specialist, of whom I'm sure we will hear a lot of in the months and years to come, speaking to us on Champ Speak. As you know, Champ Speak is all about Indian Oil's international sports persons. We will continue to feature many more such sports persons in the episodes to follow. Until then, this is your host S. Kishore bidding goodbye. Until the next time, thanks for watching.